My first full season, my dad and I flew up to meet the boat because I was in school, so I couldn't leave school to ride the boat up. And it was a year after he was diagnosed with ALS. It hit him in his hands first, so he's losing his grip strength. I remember, he came out with us on the first trip, and it was cool because, I got to work with him. But it was kind of bittersweet at the same time when we went back into town and he had to climb up the ladder. He couldn't because he lost his grip strength in his hands. So we had to go to a different dock for him to get off the boat. So that was the last time he was on the boat. And that was the only time I worked with my dad on a boat at sea. He had the disease for 8 years, and by the time, the last year rolled around, he was stuck in a wheelchair, couldn't hardly talk, breathe very well or anything. He was 5'10" and like 265 pounds, crab fisherman. It was tough to see that. But it was a great thing to see at such a young age and realize what you can have. He didn't stop until the last minute. And instead of thinking, well, I'm dying, here we go. It was, what's next? How do I get to where I want to go? He would yell at me through his BiPAP mask, when we were working on the boat if I wasn't doing something right, because, he was in control until the last minute. So attitude really does make the difference. It's kind of a cliche saying, but he was a great example of that. That's like the biggest reason as to why I'm here is just, my story with my dad and ALS. And for me, the way I deal with it is to keep moving, carry on his reputation and his standard, That's big shoes to fill, but, I think if I can be half as good, I think I'll, do pretty good.